you remember, a few weeks ago, we spoke to local musician Just Andy. He's been putting on performances on Facebook right throughout the lockdowns. Well, he's back now with an even bigger challenge. Ashley Leeds on the phone now. Hello.
Hi, Laura. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. So how have you been, first of all? Are you still doing your Facebook Lives and things?
I certainly am. I think it was 207 yesterday. So thanks very much for publicising my 200th. But no, it's great fun, and everyone's turned into friends now, and they put comments on, and we have a laugh, and it's lovely. And it's music is just brilliant, isn't it?
It is. It keeps us connected, and for that reason, I guess we're talking about a new challenge that you've set up. Before we talk about this challenge and how we can all get involved, tell us Lily's story.
Right, so I'm called Just Dandy because I'm half of a duo called Vine and Dandy. Well, the other half of that band is Will Vine. He's got two lovely daughters, Anna and Lily. And in June of last year, he was told that Lily's got cancer. And so they've been going to Bristol and having lots of chemotherapy. They're currently on radiotherapy. She's had an operation. The cancer's been removed. And on the 17th of March is her last day of radiotherapy. So we're nearly at the end of this ordeal. But that's the story. And throughout all of that, they've had tremendous support from CLIC Sargent.
So how old is Lily?
She's 3.
My goodness. So she went through all of that last year. She's continuing to go through it now. How's she doing in herself?
She's amazing. Kids are so resilient, aren't they?
Yes.
Sarah, so Will's wonderful wife, sold her business so that she can care full time for Lily, and so she's doing really well. And coming home and having lots of love from Anna and Will and Sarah, and I know Sarah's mum has been very much involved in all of this as well. So no, they're all doing really well. They're all doing really well.
And you've had this idea to help and include music, haven't you? Tell us about this. Right.
So when Will phoned me and told me of the news, I just thought, right, I want to do something. And I don't swim. I can't climb mountains. I can't run a marathon or anything. And so in the back of my head is, what can I do? And all through lockdown, as well as my gigs, I've been doing an open mic every week online. Just we all gather around, we learn a song, and then we go away, and then we come back and play another song. And it's been absolutely lovely and a real lifeline for some of the members of the group. And we're coming up to a year of doing this, which is quite crazy. So our 52nd one is in a few weeks' time. And I thought, well, what better way to commemorate a year of doing lockdown open mics is let's see if we can raise some money for CLIC Sargent. And so that's where the idea was born. And I thought, well, why don't we do 24 hours? Because, an hour is rubbish. We'll do 24 hours. And my initial thought was, well, I'll get a couple of friends and they can host it. And then my daughter pointed out to me, she said, Dad, you've got to do all 24 hours. And I said, oh, really? She said, yeah, because it'll be a challenge for you, because it's been a challenge for Lily.
Yes.
And so that's what I'm doing. So, yeah.
My goodness. So you're going to be performing for 24 hours?
I'm going to kick it off.
Yeah.
So it's an open mic. So what I'm doing is I'm inviting musicians to come along and play for 15 minutes.
But you won't be able to sort of go away and have a little nap, will you? Because you'll want to see all of this. You'll want to be involved.
Exactly. I won't be able to go away and have a nap. So I don't know how I'm going to do all of that, but that's the minor thing. The major thing is getting musicians. I'm looking at my calendar, and I've set up some kit so it all automatically books. And so I kick off at 4:00 on Friday the 12th, and we're pretty much booked until 10 o'clock. And then we're getting to the wee small hours. Mm-hmm. So what I need is people who are willing to play between 1 a.m. and about 11 a.m. I've already had a few people from around the world join in. I've got a guy playing at 4 a.m. who plays with Nile Rodgers from Chic. So
Wow.
that's pretty cool. So what we need is more people to think about who they know in Australia or America, and do they play the guitar? And if they do, get in touch and see if they can join in. And unless you're really mad or you're an insomniac and you fancy playing at 3:00, absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
But that's the challenge.
I was going to say,
fill those slots.
somebody who's sort of, I don't know, works shifts or perhaps can't sleep and thinks that that's the perfect time of day to be playing music. This is for them, isn't it, as well?
Exactly. But the other thing, Laura, right, is I speak to a lot of people who love playing guitar or piano or whatever. And I can never perform in public. Well, now's your chance. You could come in at 4:30 on Saturday the 13th of March and have a go, because not many people are going to be watching, are they?
Well, you say that. Who knows? Who knows?
Who knows?
So it's going to be like a 15-minute slot.
Yes.
And you need people to get involved. How can they get in touch with you?
Right. So we've got a Just Giving page, which is Lily's Live Lounge. That's what we've called it. So Lily's Live Lounge, you find that on Just Giving. And in there's loads of instructions. We've got a web page that we've developed, but the URL is far too long to shout over the radio. I don't know whether you can drop that on your website. And we've also got a Facebook group called Lily's Live Lounge. So search for that, and there's a picture of Lily on there, so you'll be able to find her and just share it as to as many people as you can think. That's all we're doing is just sharing it around. So
what do Lily's family think of this?
Well, obviously Will's a crazy musician like myself, so they're really touched. But they've been taking photos of Lily with the guitars and stuff like that. So yeah, and it's a nice way to end their last few weeks of treatment. So yeah, something for everybody to focus on, I think.
And will the rest of us be able to watch it? What will be the easiest form of seeing it? Right.
So I've been doing this over Zoom. So people are coming into Zoom, and then I'm it's just a private group. But what I can do is I can simultaneously broadcast this. So we're going to be putting it out over YouTube. Just trying to sort out the finer details of that, which is why if you follow our Facebook page, you'll get more info. So that's what we're doing. So anybody can be able to watch it all around the world. I'm hoping it will stay there as a picture. I'm not sure what YouTube will allow us to keep online, because normally your YouTube videos are about 5 or 10 minutes long, aren't they? So I don't know whether there's enough space on their server for a 24-hour video, but that's what we're doing.
I wonder if you're breaking some kind of record by doing this as well. You ought to look into it,
Oh, no, because if we start looking at record breaking, then there's going to probably be all kinds of rules, and I won't be able to do this and
You'll
do
be back on next week saying, no, look, somebody's already done it, so I need to do it for a week without stopping.
No, don't even go there, Laura.
Oh, Ashley, will you keep in touch with us? Maybe we'll catch up again sort of just before the open mic session, if that's all right.
Yeah, absolutely. We'd love to. And if we could dial into one of your shows live while we're actually performing, if you wanted to, that's not a problem.
Isn't technology a wonderful, clever thing?
Oh, my goodness. Do you know, we've all moaned about this lockdown and goodness knows what else, but many of us have got internet and stuff like that, and it's just brought us closer, which is what I love. So, no, I think technology is absolutely superb.
Well, lots of love to Lily as well. Send her our love, and the family as well.
Will do. Laura, thank you so much.
Thank you, Ashley. So if you want to get involved with this, maybe you're thinking, I'm a musician, I could lend some time to those early hours, then get in touch with me and I'll pass you in the right direction. 01271 323 010. They're on Facebook as well, so have a little look. Put in your search engine on the internet, Lily's Live Lounge.